Yeah, sunk by 75th minute piece of brilliance by Patrick McBrearty in last year's championship. Derry made 100% certain that wasn't going to be happening again late on, even in the Dragon's Den today. And what a semi-final they have lying ahead against a Monaghan team that put 23 points on the scoreboard against Down yesterday. What did you make of that performance, Colm O'Rourke?
Oh, it was a devastating performance. Rarely do you see All-Ireland champions not just being beaten but absolutely annihilated here today. Like Tyrone murdered them, or Derry murdered Tyrone all over the pitch. And a fair credit must go to Mr. Gallagher, who I was speaking about earlier for defensive play. What he has now is a team of pace and great physical power and a lot of skill. And when you look at the best players on the field, Conor Doherty, Conor Glass, Garrett McKinless, Niall Loughlin, you know, they were all on the Derry side. But the other side of this is Tyrone were very disappointing. They didn't play with any passion, no power, no pace, no energy. Very unlike the Tyrone team. I cannot recall a Tyrone team in the last 20 years who laid down so easily.
Well, that is some. I was going to continue to talk about Derry, but that is some accusation laid at Tyrone's door there.
In fairness, we talked about that game in 06 at the top of the programme, Joanna, and that is that and more. I started to run through the years of the Ulster Championship and All-Ireland Championship, and I couldn't remember as disappointing of a defeat as what I've just watched. The lads will take it on the chin, they'll accept it. It flicks you back to the dark day they had last year in Killarney, where they shipped 7 goals or whatever, and they all talked about it being a reset moment. I think that has to be a reset moment for that entire team, because I don't think anyone in a white jersey came away with any sort of happiness out of that performance. It was such a horrendous team performance. They were dominated by a very good Derry team all over the pitch. But Tyrone will be seething in the coming weeks and looking to put that right. But they roll the dice now. They go in along with the Mayos and whatnot in the qualifiers. But maybe that's what they need to pull the form of last summer out of them, because that simply wasn't good enough.